recording going, so it looks like we're good there. Mostly actually, I'm explaining what weird stuff I'm setting up in between sets or something. Got it. It's just turning the camera on to be there.
Coming to you? No memories?
One moment I was setting up sensors, the next, some alien was talking to me.
I want to do a scan. I'm concerned.
Kieran wants to talk more about Haval's decline. We should discuss it when you have time.
You said you saw Turians in the jungle?
Is that what they're called? We didn't know. We just kept out of sight. They crashed here, I think.
Where
Were
are
they
they?
all right? Are they still alive?
Still alive? I don't know. We were stuck in that stasis field for a while. I guess they could still be out there. Unless they tried to eat something. Or the Roca got them. I'll give you the nav point and you can go see for yourself.
We can speak more later.
I'll be here.
You were saying something about the planet being in decline?
It doesn't look like it, but Havarl is sick. It started here, uncontrolled mutations in organic life, killing some, turning others into poison. We're starting to see the same elsewhere. The planet's ecosystem is crumbling, slowly but surely.
It's the monoliths. There are only 2 of them when there should be 3.
There's so much life here. Your vault must be working.
In some fashion, most likely. But the monoliths are responsible for propagating the vault's instructions across the planet. With only 2 out of 3 monoliths working, the instructions are imbalanced. So life is imbalanced. We've never tried asking the sages. There could be something in their oral history.
Stars. Those superstitious hermits don't care about modern Angara. You know that.
You saw the projections for the planet's survival. What do we have to lose?
So, how was your Thursday? How was your work week? How's everything going?
Sages? Oral histories?
On Mithratha, that old remnant edifice over there. They trace their families back to a time just after the Scourge. They believe isolation will maintain the purity of the histories by preventing contamination by modern thought. Basic sense. They probably don't even understand or care that Havarl's dying.
Is there no other option? Couldn't we trace the location of the 3rd monolith from the 2 we know about?
We've tried that. But the connections between monoliths have deteriorated.
The trek up Mithratha's teeming with remnant. Most of us don't attempt it, but maybe you could do it. Follow the remnant river, and keep your head. I'd hate to hear something terrible happened in pursuit of some ancient legend.
Okay. Thursday's going right. So far, so good. Yeah, today wasn't bad. Like, I actually was able, I had some stuff that I needed to do for work this morning, which was kind of technical, and if I screw it up, there's a pretty good opportunity for, one of my, for the client work for things to not go well. And, it was my first time kind of doing it by myself. So that was kind of cool.
A plant tore through my personal shuttle. I could have been inside.
Oh, Manouche. What's he doing here?
But I got them kind of, I got everything kind of provisioned for them, and we checked all the DNS records, and everything worked. So everything is working the way it's supposed to. So I am surprisingly happy. It's not necessarily hectic, but it was my first time doing it by myself, and with the client as big as this, it could, just one of the big problems, and is, email providers can be finicky. They may, email is one of the only kind of like communication channels where you can send something, but you're not entirely sure if what you do is that loud enough, or is that too loud for you? Do I need to turn that down? You can send email, but you have no idea if it's actually going to get to the inbox or not, because you only control part of the delivery. So you're kind of playing guess and check for some stuff. So you got to do it right. And like I said, with a client as big as these guys, it's like, yeah, I need to make sure I do it right.
Pathfinder, this is Rochelle V. You're approaching the remains of my home.
I've detected multiple life forms in the area. Their movements appear agitated.
I think we stirred up a mess.
Bit loud. Okay, hold on. Bit better?
Pathfinder, the computer system appears to be damaged.
Of course it does.
Let's see if we can recover anything from it.
Pathfinder, the computer's data core is damaged beyond repair.
Rochelle, it's Ryder. We're inside your old home, but your research data didn't survive.
All your effort and risk for nothing. I'm sorry.
The risk was
Hi,
worth it.
honey.
We just got unlucky.
Years of my life gone.
You didn't have backups?
Of course, but they went down with
Get
the city's
down.
network memory center. That site is now buried underground. Even if you could find an access point on
down.
the surface, the odds of recovering anything are remote.
Get down. Thank you.
All I heard is there's a chance. Let's go for it.
That didn't. I know optimism when I hear it. I can point you in the general direction of where the network memory center used to be. You'll have to hunt for an exposed network node. I'll stand by. Thank you, Pathfinder.
Hey, well, let's go find what we need to find. So anyway, like I said, it was just being able to kind of do some of this stuff on my own. Like I feel like I'm finally kind of getting, you know, my feet under me with some of this stuff, which is refreshing. You know, because, I mean, I know the general, you know, the general kind of themes and the broad strokes and all that kind of stuff, but being able to sit there and do some of this stuff on your own is rewarding, and it's kind of nice. So it was nice being able to do that solo today.
Pathfinder, I've detected...
Don't know what caused that fire, but let's be careful.
Don't stay here, visitor. It's not safe, and I can't be responsible for you. You should have warned me you were coming.
Who are
I
you?
could provide analysis
What are you
via the
doing
scanner, Pathfinder.
Making sure the fires don't get worse. I'm a surveyor, an engineer from the station. I need to divert fuel from the pipes buried here. That'll cut off the flames eventually.
What happened?
What caused these fires? Is there an emergency?
This Dar used to be a much larger settlement. Wildlife overtook it, destroyed above and below. Plant roots ruptured an underground fuel pipeline. A stray spark lit these fires.
I'll get going. Be careful.
You too, Ishari. That went well.
Network connection is established.
I'm logging in. Searching. I found them. Research files downloaded. And done. You did it.
We did it. Go team.
If we recovered this data, we may be able to access everything lost in the disaster. I'll alert my colleagues. You've accomplished something amazing, Pathfinder.
Cool. Well, look at us sitting there and kind of making ourselves useful. Fast travel? Yes, please. But today was kind of busy, and then had to sit there and do the whole swim thing, and then pick all of the boys up, get that all taken care of, get dinner in us all. I'm gonna pull that out just a little bit. Get dinner in us all, and then what's the word? And then get everybody ready for bed, get all the dogs and everybody fed. So, like, 10 o'clock comes, 10:15 comes.
Get ready to fight!
Domestic. Well, your kids are a lot bigger that are older than mine.
We've got targets!
That's big.
Get ready to fight!
It's weird being an empty nester. Yeah, I could see that. I could absolutely see that. How old are your kids anyway? I mean, they're obviously old enough to be not living with you, so I mean that puts them in a very specific age range.
We've scanned this area. These structures go deep below the ground.
Stay alert. We don't know what's down there.
Don't trust any of this remnant stuff. Don't.
Must be missing something. Guess we'll try again later.
22 and 26. Oh yeah, then absolutely much more, much older than my kids. Like double the age. What did you do? I shot them all. Missed it. Oh! Domed his ass. Here's something nasty out there. 22 is already back in New York. The other one is still with us since they can work remote. Got it. Gotcha.
Nice work.
Another one of those big guys. ugly. Well, it was an okay headshot. I've done better. So, any good plans for the weekend, or just kind of chilling? Chilling at the home space? I hear stuff. How does one get up there? I guess it's this way.
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
Oh, shit. That sucked. We got Monday off, so longer weekend and snowstorm. That's right, we do have Monday off. I forgot about that. I forgot it is Martin Luther King Day. Plan's birthday on the 24th, though. Oh, so Linux gets to be Linux levels up. Is what it is. Linux levels up. Entirely possible that we can't do anything in here yet. Owie. That hurts. There's health over here. I want the health. It gives you a little bit, yeah. I love this weapon. Something is trying to shoot at us. Thank you. That was fun. Gotta say, I like the some of the characters, but some of the characters are just feel so stiff. You know what I mean? Like they just don't have as much personality as the last game did. A destroyer. That's no good. If I can't get some distance on this thing. Hey, guys. Oh, you can take the guns out. Aha. I'm gonna sit there and make you nothing. all good, Kaz. What's going on? Why is he getting DMCA'd? What's he doing? What's he doing that's gonna get him caught? You see, I like the fact that some of y'all are actually picking up on the whole on what I'm putting down here with the whole Willy Wonka thing. So good for you. That's a grenade. You missed me. He's showing Master Chef. Master Chef. Got it. Master Chef. Jesus. The real Willy Wonka? No, that's still, it's still a classic. It's still on like Netflix and stuff. No. I didn't want to do that. We don't know. That's the thing. We're not entirely sure what their deal is yet. We know that they're, what we do know is that they are part of some old tech, but that's it. Like, that's really all we kind of know. So both ways led to this, or is this... I guess this is the way we go. We kind of came up the hill. I'm getting older all the time. Alright, well, I guess that's it for now. I don't think there's anything else we can do in here. I mean, we pretty much explored that entire thing. Yes, we do know the origin of the Reapers. We know where they came from. They kind of cover that between the Leviathan guys were the start of it. And they programmed an AI or whatever, and the AI's solution to the chaos of organic life was to basically kill everybody. So, not a great solution by any means, but, you know...
Andromeda plant sample detected nearby.
So, Kaz, how was you... Oh, shit. So, Kaz, how was your Thursday? How are we? Oh, ammunition. Thank you, Jesus.
My sensors read a mineral not found in my database, Pathfinder.
That's something we can scan for Chief Lucan?
It would improve his geophysics VI considerably.
Uneventful? Hey, that's not a bad thing, man. That is not a bad thing at all. It's all ready to get mounted up. That's cool. Espestro. Need a taller ladder. Gonna try borrowing one this weekend. Nice. But there we can't take care of some of these quests while we're here. We'll get as far as we can quest-wise here, and then go off-planet. So when we were here last, they basically said, hey, they ran into some Turians here. And it lasts at least 6 months, considering they claim 365 days, so charging shouldn't be bad. I said, so, I mean, you live in a more temperate climate than we do, but, what was it? Mom's camera, which we put up right around Thanksgiving, we charged, I'm gonna say, a week or two ago. So, not terrible, and considering it's been kind of stupid cold, you know, batteries obviously don't perform as well. That's an angry sound. Thursday was good. Thursday got to do...
So what was Kieran saying? All this'll disappear one day?
Got to do some good stuff at work.
Long-term effects of Remnant. Kieran probably has projections, but projections are often wrong.
So I got to feel uber useful. Got to do some stuff kind of on my own, which was kind of cool. Just busy, like, just busy. Like, the way life is kind of running right now is like, get up, get the kids to school, do the whole 9 to 5 thing, obviously. At 5 o'clock, have to take the eldest to swim, because he's on the swim team. I used to sit there and stay, because it was only like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. The problem is that his practices are now 2 hours, so he goes from 5:30 to 7:30. I get him there about like 5:15. So now, at the end of the night, you sit there, you pick him up at 7:30. You know, getting out of the pool, he either comes out in his little kind of parka, that the swimmer parka, or he gets changed. Either way, that's at least 10 to 15 minutes of him drying off, talking to some of his friends, talking to the coach. Then he gets in the car. Then it's 15 minutes or so ride home, at which point we're having dinner at 8 o'clock. And then, you know, you get through dinner. If dinner was done while we were gone, which hopefully it is, because it's not always, and that's fine because people have busy lives. But it's just like, and then getting them showered, getting them in bed at 10 o'clock, come in 10:30, start streaming till, 12:15, 12:30, in bed, test to start it all over at 6:45 the next morning. Like, and he's in the pool 6 days a week, 2 hours a day. It just it just doesn't leave a whole lot of time for life during the course of the week. You know what I mean?
Ryder! Broker!
What are they doing down here?
Those are Natana's uniforms, Pathfinder.
Terry and Harlan.
All right, Lennox, get some sleep, man. sleeping for a bit. All right, man. Get some sleep. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good weekend if I don't talk to you.
We got company. Reinforcements.
Really? Reinforcements? That's not good. Check the after dinner cleanup. Got it.
We're not alone. I'm hit.
Headshot.
Here they come!
Excellently done.
Turians. Hey, guys. Where the hell have you been?
Another eidetic trick. Here, Sam.
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
The hell have you guys been doing here?
Shot to the gut. Painful.
I appreciate the help back there. Name's Avidus Rix. Sorry if my methods seem extreme. Civilian life is trying.
Scott Ryder, human pathfinder. You former military?
A Spectre. Special tactics and reconnaissance. Did the Council's dirty work for 15 years.
So you're used to being above the law.
Well, good thing there are no laws in Andromeda, huh? The initiative was my retirement plan. Then Natanus hit the Scourge and bam, woke up here.
What happened? Where's the Ark?
No idea. Had to break out of my own damn stasis pod.
A fall like that should have killed you.
Those pods are sturdier than they look. But most of the Turian population is still missing, including Mason, our pathfinder. Sam hasn't transferred to me, so he's alive. Just don't know where.
He hasn't made it back to the Nexus.
Knowing Mason, he's out there looking for me. Mason dedicated his life to Andromeda. He's too stubborn to die now.
We need every pathfinder we can get.
The debris and stasis pods from Natanus are scattered across the sector. Between the two of us, we should find something.
Sounds like a plan.
You go left, I go right?
Something like that. Here's my frequency. Call when you find something.
We can do that.
Can't say I'll be sorry for you.
I can't believe this is really happening. Thought we'd be stuck here forever, or until the aliens killed us. We built this camp from what remained of our stasis pod. If we leave, we can't abandon our wreckage. There's debris we couldn't get to out there. We have to take it with us.
We'll get it all.
Anything from the crash belongs to the initiative. It'll go back to the Nexus with you.
Good. No telling what's still intact. Don't want hostile aliens using it against us. If you find anything from Ark Natanis, tag it for recovery. Oh, and thank you.
You're welcome. You got anything good?
Pathfinder?
So, tell me about the survivors. What the hell's going on with them? How many actually survived?
How are the other survivors holding up?
They're in shock. Too busy surviving to grieve or take stock in what's happened. But when things eventually do calm down, it'll hit them. And it won't be pretty.
Well, you were a Spectre, huh?
You must have some great stories from your Spectre days.
Not that I can tell. That's kind of the point of classified ops.
Surely you can bend the rules after 600 years.
Bending the rules. Yeah, that's what I thought being a Spectre was all about. Saren Arterius himself recommended me to the Council.
Of course he
Whatever
did.
their command, I carried it out, without question.
Darren, we know that name. That's not a good name.
Saren? The rogue Spectre who led the Geth attack on the Citadel?
If you believe the rumors, the Saren I knew was ruthless, not crazy. But something made him snap. Everyone has a breaking point. I got out before I hit mine. Mason convinced me Andromeda was my chance to live outside the shadows. And that's why I'm here.
Are you and Mason close?
We know each other well, yes?
Did I say something wrong?
No, sorry. I'm just not used to discussing my personal life.
Do the Rokar attack often?
Only when they find us. Bad as they are, damn plants are the bigger danger. I keep telling the others not to eat anything raw, but when you're starving, logic's the first thing to go.
All right, man. Well, be safe. We'll see you around.
Take care, Avidus.
Likewise, Ryder.
Saren was a dick. That's damn right he was. We shall fast travel there. Thank you. Judas, how are you, my friend?
Make sure not to eat anything here. Don't let any sap stick on your skin. Wasn't considering it.
Ark Natanis debris, tagged for salvage.
We've got targets!
Ooh. Hold on one second. Somebody needs to go outside, because I just... Jesus H. Be right back. Yeah, the dog just crop dusted me.
Stop.
Those things suck.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
Oh, I'm not. Oh. I was about to say, like, that's kind of fucked up. Thanks, man. I mean, I am, but you don't have to point it out.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage. Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
Got it. It's okay. I was just like, wow, I mean, I know I've gained a little bit of weight, but fuck.
Arc Natalis debris, tagged for salvage.
So Judas, how is your Friday shaping up? What have you got? What have you got going on? I mean, obviously, I know it's like early Friday for you and all, but really don't need to go in there. Really nothing more we can do on this planet right now. Let's go inside. See if anybody's got anything that they want to talk about, and then we'll go back to the other planet. I'm off work. Ice hockey game to go to later. Nice. Have you not seen No Way Home yet?
An alien, able to use Remnant.
Never thought I'd see such a thing.
You don't think?
My aunt had a remnant
Need
artifact she
something?
meant to open and close, but it took her many
What's wrong
years
with
to
Havar?
achieve it. She
The
was never
fabric
able
of
to do
life
it
is warped.
reliably.
It begins when
It
the
took a great
flora and
deal
fauna
of
mutate.
concentration, but
Monstrous,
she couldn't
untenable
explain
growth
how she was doing
ensues.
it.
Cancer, corruption, deformity. Things spring up, live, and die in a matter of days. The jungle you see now is not the jungle that was 2 days ago. It will be different again in a week.
Interesting. I was too busy in the lead up to the new year. Got it. Then absolutely go see it.
Looks so alive.
Havarl produces life in abundance, but it doesn't support life the way it used to. Our ecosystems are failing. Dar Palev used to be a bustling town, did you know? Now look. We've seen the signs in other parts of the planet. It started, and it'll end like this.
Have you seen the Moshai anywhere?
Jal said you worked for the Moshai?
Oh, maybe not.
Not I, but many of the team that was sent to the monolith are her students. When we learned that Havarl's decline had something to do with the monoliths, we requested her help. She sent her best people here to help us with the remnant.
I should get going.
Stars be bright for you, Pathfinder Rider.
What can I help with?
Tell me about the monolith research.
Before you got caught in that stasis field, Kieran says you were studying the monolith. What did you learn?
There's a vault here. When the Scourge hit, it took down some functionality. It's still working to some extent, but with only 2 out of 3 monoliths, the system is off balance.
And you can't reset it without the third one.
Exactly. We hoped that with enough understanding of the monoliths, we could attach our own tech to it, correct it somehow. But progress is slow. Too slow.
So tell me about these sages that you were talking about.
Mithrava and the Sages. Tell me more about that.
We don't know much. They limit their interactions with everyone else. Even when they need to trade, they say very little. Kieran's probably ashamed I even brought them up. It's just that I once heard... Stars, you'll mock me.
No, I won't.
I won't mock or tease, you have my word. Please, go on.
When I was small, I overheard a story the sages tell of a man who lived through the Scourge. The Scourge shut down the monoliths on all planets. The vaults stopped working. But this man understood Remnant. They don't know how. And he did something. He's the reason the vault and the 2 monoliths worked for as long as they did. And if the tale's true...
Maybe they know the location of the third monolith.
Yes.
Okay, well that's
We can
that's
speak more later.
I'll be here.
that's good info.
I told my colleagues what you did for me. You've made a lot of friends on Havarl, Pathfinder.
Well, I hope so.
The feeling's mutual. I hope you find your lost colonies.
If they exist, our people out there need to know they are not alone. In the meantime, the recent upheaval exposed ruins we never knew existed down in the valley. I'm told there are glyphs that resemble star charts. I'm staying to investigate. I better get to work.
Hold on. Dog's barking. Be right back. Gotta say, these noise-canceling headphones are really nice. Like, my fans are going, because it's encoding and doing all that other stuff, and I don't hear it at all, which is awesome. No, these are Sony Sony XM4s. Campus meeting room. I can do that. Hyper Guardian. That's interesting. Windows can't handle it from my. Sorry, I'm not gonna lie. They weren't hardwired for that. Hardwired for. I'd use it for everything. These are Bluetooth. So they allow you to connect. I mean, so long as you've got Bluetooth, you can connect to anything. So I mean, it's been really nice. Mommy, relax. Technology. Armor. Iron. No, I don't want to wear any of that. Kit. Use defender. I don't think I really want to wear any of that. Rifles, no. Armor, no. Is that one of the ones that I need to make? Oh, I need to go back here for a second. Hold on. That one. There's a crafter one I need to sit there and make. That point. Speak with her. Return to Prodromo. Scan minerals. Science vessel. Data cores. Craft the Pathfinder chest piece. Got it. I can do that. Okay, so let's look at weapons. Oh no, you know what? I want to look at here. Proof boost. Oh no, enough copper. Crap. You could do that. Okay, so that's good enough. Okay, let's go back to the ship. Yes, fast travel to the ship. Let's go upstairs and let's talk to this guy.
Leaving a viral. Reg is yours, Pathfinder.
Damn right it is. Alright, let's go to the conference room because I've got a phone call to make.
For your call, Pathfinder.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Have new email? I have new email. You're on Volt, okay. Man. Museum's got something. Okay, data cores. I can fix the stuff on my face. What's wrong with my face? Hey, so that's all taken care of. Alright, so now let's go give our guy a call.
Should have seen it. Perfect drift.
You know we've got a finite set of tires, right?
Sell all salvage. Oh, give me that money, thank you.
Also limbs and lives.
Well,
I like my rewards. Thank you very much. We were successful in that one. Cool. In here. Common research. Okay. Credits. I'll take that. Give me everything. Got stuff. All right, Lexi, what you got?
Ryder,
Apparently nothing.
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me.
All right, Liam, you want to talk to me about something?
One hell of a trip this is turning out to be. Hostiles, ruined worlds, no home in sight. Everyone's getting toasty. There was a 2-hour argument yesterday and no one even knew how it started.
That's not good.
Luckily, I have the perfect way for people to unwind. Movie night.
Taking a breather for a good movie? I could get behind that.
Best part is, it doesn't need to be good. Still get mileage out of the bad ones. It's worth it to jumpstart everyone's pioneer spirit and all that. The Tempest database is pretty dry.
Bobby?
Could you download a movie library from Nexus Ops to see what I've got to work with?
If I have time.
Thanks. Everyone will appreciate it.
I can do that. Check out the science lab. Oh, this is where Jal is.
Jal.
So,
We haven't had a chance to talk alone. You comfortable in here?
I took it. It feels strange to stay with the others. They are your aliens.
Who are you?
And you're alien to us. So there, we have something in common.
We can look at it as a place to start.
Got it.
Perhaps then, if we're all aliens, it's about what kind of alien we are.
You had no
Meaning?
idea about us, but you signed up to help us anyway.
Perhaps it had nothing to do with you.
That all you've got? Now that I've proven you can trust me, I was hoping you'd feel more able to open up.
I have certain dissatisfactions that I'd like to leave behind. They're quite personal.
How do you know Moshae Sefa?
She's our greatest mind on the Remnant. I was his student.
You studied the Remnant too?
A little. I was terrible. I quit. Or she threw me out. One of those. We're still very close.
So, is that your rifle?
It is now. It's Ket, with my own modifications. I like to tinker, to get my hands on something and take it apart.
That's a skill I know we can use. But I have one request. Please don't take apart my ship.
You're right. I signed up. Volunteered for this. It's exciting. There's something unique about you. Uneasy, raw, but somehow profound.
Face value, that sounds like a compliment. A nice one.
It is. Angara feel deeply. We have more trouble hiding our emotions than showing them. I should get back to my work.
It'll be fun.
As if I didn't have enough on my plate, add deciphering alien psychology.
What plate?
Exactly. See you later.
What plate? So tell me a bit about yourself. Let's run through some dialogue here. So what is the occupation with the cat? Like, what's going on?
Can you tell me more about the Ket occupation?
It's a difficult subject. I'll answer what I can. I may get emotional.
So what's with the Archon? Like, what's his deal?
Have the Ket always been here?
No. Some, like the Moshai, are old enough to remember the time before the Ket. But I don't. Nor do my mothers.
And the Archon came with them?
We think so. Resistance intel on that is unclear, and few have seen him in person.
And lived to tell?
And lived to tell.
So when did they get here?
When the Ket came, why didn't you fight?
They didn't give us a reason to. Until they did. Then it was too late. Perhaps you think we were weak. But the Ket are ruthless. They are masters at knowing exactly when and how to strike.
I get that. Believe me. What's living under the Ket been like for you?
Do you really want to hear
Not
about
fun.
these things? They're painful.
I asked, didn't I?
It's like living on unstable ground. Every day brings more horrible news. I part company with someone not knowing if I'll ever see them again. When I was a boy, my father vanished from my life. One horrible day.
Was he in the Resistance?
No. He was a technician at a mine. He went to work and didn't come home. That happens for an Angara child somewhere, every single day.
Well,
These
enough
Ket
about
are
that.
assholes.
What's your story, Jal? Tell me about yourself.
Why?
Well, why wouldn't you? You hiding something?
Maybe. That would only make sense.
I was born on Earth, third planet of the Sol system in the Milky Way.
I was born on Haval, our most ancient homeworld. We believe so, anyway.
Okay.
Moved to
good
Aya
enough.
first chance you got?
I lived there because of the Vassal. It's a privilege to work on Aya, so we have a lottery to share it.
Aya reminds me of Earth, a little. I'll show you vids sometime.
So tell me a little bit about the Angara species as a whole.
I want to learn more about your species.
What would you like to know?
Okay, we got lots of stuff to talk about. These colonies of yours.
How many colonies do you have? On what planets?
Since the Scourge, we've managed to survive on a small number of planets. What we know from before the Scourge is mostly oral history. We did have spaceflight, and the stories tell of 5 original colonies.
Okay. Temperament. Like, emotionally, you guys are kind of interesting.
The Angara seem so open and free with their feelings.
Are we? We're certainly not ashamed of our feelings. We're taught that feelings and beliefs should live on the outside, where they can be dealt with, honestly and openly.
Don't people get hurt?
Of course. Then everyone deals with it. That's the point.
Okay. What about your religion and beliefs? Like, what do you guys believe in here?
Is there a central Angaran religion?
There are many variations. An almanac could give you an accurate number. But if you are a believer, the essential tenet is, after we die, we are reincarnated. We evolve to make our families strong. Born from what was before. Blessed to be better than before.
Are you a believer?
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. I don't know if it's the same for humans. Sahuna, my true mother, is a firm believer.
All right, so tell me about this electrical biology thing of yours.
How long have you had electromagnetic capabilities? How did they evolve?
No idea. Biology doesn't interest me, but I'm sure you can easily read up on it.
That's disappointing. No biology at all?
How do your eyeballs work?
Okay, I get your point. Maybe I can find an Angara doctor to ask about your... whatever.
Although, I used to know some facts, like the origins of our vestigial organs.
Oh yeah, humans have a coccyx, a vestigial tail, and I have webbed toes, just a couple, but Sarah doesn't. And she had wisdom teeth, but I didn't. Now you.
No idea.
You studied with Moshe Sefa. Is she a teacher or a religious figure?
She's
both.
Many things. She's a clear thinker with deep knowledge and insight. She teaches and inspires. She's beloved. I love her.
Like love?
Really? So one of those professor-student things?
No, not that way. Moshe Sefa is 115 of your years old.
Okay, good for her.
Well, enough about that. I'll see you later, Jal.
Stay strong and clear.
You too.
Pathfinder,
right, let's give
you
this
have
dude a
pending
call.
vid calls.
I know. Talk to the guy.
Commander?
Pathfinder, Joel's been keeping me updated on your adventures, your good deeds on our behalf.
I meant them. I want you to know you can trust me.
You went out of your way to free that science team. A selfless act. But your true agenda is clear. To explore Aya's vault. Joel says you want to help find the Moshai. Why should I let you?
I'd like this to be the beginning of a strong relationship.
Keep your promises, and little by little our bond might grow. We've managed to trace the Moshai to a special cat facility on Vold.
Why special?
These facilities are protected by a dynamic shield tech we haven't been able to crack. We're close, but its ability to adapt outstrips the speed of our current processors.
Pathfinder, adding my processor to their program would no doubt make the difference.
Ephra, I can help. Respectfully, this time you need my help.
Respectfully, the Angara don't need anything from you. We take care of our own.
With the processing power of my AI, I can guarantee the shield breach.
AI? Of course, that makes sense.
He's physically connected to me, and so I need to... well, I want to go.
It was risky to be honest about your AI, and honesty makes you different from the Ket.
I hope so.
You're welcome on the mission.
Thank you.
A team will meet you at our base on Vold. They'll take you to the Ket facility. Stay strong and clear. Goodbye.
That's pretty much what we've got. Like we've got so Sam is our little AI guy in the sky.
Again. I'll lend you 30 if you pay me back by tomorrow.
Done. Thank you, Subi.
Someday.
Glad you stopped by. You'll pardon me if I keep an eye on our vector?
That's probably smart.
Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship, is there?
I could stand here and drink in that view all day.
When I was test piloting the ship back home, I often did. Of course, it took a whole team to build the Tempest. I was the only one to come to Helios, though.
Why did you?
What can I say? We poured our hearts into a ship that wouldn't realize her potential until Andromeda. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out.
I'd have done the same damn thing.
I get it. Like leaving a good story half finished.
The team liked that one of us was going. It felt right after all we went through. I remember Serena debugging line 2281 over and over, chewing that green pencil. Tion and O'Connell arguing equations, tapping on the console, 3 drips of coffee on the corner.
You remember all that?
Oh, yes. Solarians have photographic memories, and apparently mine's unusually sharp. Like my past is still happening. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Any word on the Solarian arc yet?
Did you hear anything about the Ark back in the Nexus?
Not a peep. Isn't that strange? You'd think there'd be something. Not that I dislike your company, but it's lonely without other Solarians.
There's Tan.
Cheer up, Callow. We'll always have Director Tan.
That snide little bureaucrat? All the more reason to find the others. I should get back to it, but thank you. I was afraid the Tempest would be mothballed after we lost your father. We built her for this. She deserves to be in a Pathfinder's hands. Please, come by any time.
I just did. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the Nexus, because we've still got a couple things that we need to do here. And what time is it? We'll go for another like 10, 15 minutes or so, and then that'll be it, because it's still a school night. Yes, let's go inside. I know you're adult. We're all adults, yes, but I still have kids that are getting up for school. This thing must be back heavy like a son of a bitch, because it's just kind of hanging in the front there.
As sleepers wait for...
Founded. Yeah, we did that. Working on the vaults. Well, I mean, I kind of get it. They wanted it to kind of look like...
People are doing what? Hydroponics? If someone doesn't get them to clear out, we'll all be...
Why you came here in the first place?
A ray of hope.
Our Nexus, our lives. Make them hear. Make them know. Make them lead or make them go.
Any word?
Nope, no new orders.
Tell our leader.
Keep the safeties on, I guess.
Hey, Pathfinder.
You're with the militia, right? What's going on in there?
A crowd of people in hydroponics and they won't leave.
They're disrupting operations, might get nasty. Can you talk to them?
Make them hear. Make them know. Make them...
Hey, what's going on?
That's your new galaxy. Making speeches about some fresh start while your kids stay frozen.
And it's all thanks to your Pathfinder.
Excuse me?
We've waited months for our families to come out of stasis. They should have gone to your outpost.
But since you think research is so important, military personnel got bumped down the list, like my clan brothers.
All the reassignments mean they're in 10 different colony blocks now.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
Sorry, I
I
didn't know.
founded the outpost. I didn't decide who would stay in stasis.
You don't care that you've torn families apart?
That's not what I said.
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of stasis. That's all anyone here wants.
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
This situation is a little different. Like, we can't just open up all of them.
I authorize whole colony blocks or a few emergency revivals. I can't wake dozens of random people.
We don't care whose finger pushes the button. If you can't, our leaders can. And if you tell them, they will.
My word's not enough.
This is a big issue. Bigger than just my say-so.
Bullshit. You're the hero right now. They'll do anything you say.
We tried petitioning Addison. She ignored us. Screw her.
Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll take us seriously.
Free our families!
When they get hungry.
Okay.
The materials you found were perfect.
They're rather upset with me, aren't they?
I need to keep some on.
Good armor. What do we got? Anything? Wait a minute. Okay, I guess they don't have anything for the Nomad. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, I know. My watch is sitting there, just sat there and dinged me going, it's bedtime. It's time for bed.
No news on the Turian Ark yet? Or is this militia business?
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Probably a good idea.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks, dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
We only just got on our feet. Plus, it messes up the schedule again. What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
So are the protesters dangerous?
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
How would you move them?
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
Squash it.
We have to look at the bigger picture. Get them out of there.
Kandros?
I'll send in a team, but it might go smoother if Ryder's there.
A good idea. Sometimes we have to give bad news. That's a Pathfinder's duty, too.
Really? You're gonna sit there and shove that shit over to me. Thanks, you spineless little weasel.
Yes, Pathfinder.
What's your take on the state of the initiative?
Please consult the AVP interface. It has a thorough breakdown of your progress.
And your personal opinion?
Your progress thrills me. Make my job obsolete, Pathfinder. I dare you.
Another time.
Pathfinder.
Alright, I don't have any available.
Hello again, Pathfinder.
So let's talk about Spender, because he's kind of a douche.
What's the deal with your assistant? He's a bit...
Spender is an ass.
That's one way of putting it.
I'm aware that he holds certain prejudices, but so does Tan, and we've limited personnel to draw from. Get us more outposts, maybe that changes.
Having people like him around doesn't do your department any favors.
Personality problems are pretty far down my give-a-shit list.
Ah.
How has the Nexus reacted to the foothold I've established?
We send them where you signal, because that's where the need is. There's no time for preference.
So, if I wanted to get somebody out of cryo, how would I do that? Granted, we've already done that, but just saying.
I have info on a specific sleeper I'd like brought out of cryo.
I want to avoid that entirely. For reasons.
Reasons? That's it?
Look, you're the Pathfinder. If you've a request for your extended team, that's a request you can make. Access the sleeper records through Brekker's console. It's none of my business. Until you make it a problem for me. Understood?
I want to put a bullet in this woman.
How may I assist?
Another time.
Pathfinder.
I don't like her. She's not nice.
The mutiny went as well as you'd expect. So much violence. Then, after nearly...
Hi. The documentary's going great. Your comments really got people talking. Director Tan loved the first broadcast. Sent a contribution for your expenses.
Thanks.
Let's get to the juicy stuff. Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how prodromos can survive where Sites 1 and 2 failed.
My team and I surveyed EOS thoroughly, and even stopped the storms. The rest is up to the outpost, but the old threats are gone.
Hopefully they can handle any new ones.
See?
Facing
Because
those
we're
risks must
badass.
be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
I spend time with my team.
My crew and I take downtime together. We're a team.
This is history too, these little moments between. Shots of this remnant tech, some narration, that completes an episode. Thanks for stopping.
Sweet. Done.
But footage of
Worker was lost to space, meaning they got chucked out.
How many times have I told you this story?
Pathfinder, I believe you found the culprit responsible for the power shortages.
Alert Professor Hurek to come secure it.
Pathfinder. Thanks for helping Raj and Zara find Atkins. He's not getting out of lockup for a while. Dell told me you saw her arguing with Spender. Pyjack's doing his best to throttle my department.
How's he getting away with that?
Spender doesn't know the first thing about engineering, but he knows how to play people. More importantly, he still talks to the exiles. I'm sure of it. I just can't prove it without your help.
Sure.
This needs to be investigated.
I'm glad someone thinks so. Talk to Kandros. He likely has security footage, some kind of evidence. But you'll have to convince him to authorize release.
I can do that.
Nothing more for now.
See you later.
I can do that. We can find so and so and make them give us what we want.
The suspect's in custody.
Thanks for understanding about the outpost and the protesters.
You don't strike me as the political type.
I'm not. Just pro keeping everyone alive. Maybe those protesters will eventually understand too. It's done. I don't want to think about it. Need something else?
Security
I was told
footage?
I should talk to you about the mutiny.
I wasn't on the Nexus when it happened. I started reading up on it, but you know how things get around here.
Do you know where Spender was during that time?
Why Spender? Wait, you think he might have had something to do with the mutiny?
Maybe.
I do.
Just trying to sort things out.
You know, the logs I did look through showed a few discrepancies. I meant to dig deeper. If you're investigating, how about I give you access to the security vid archives?
Thank you.
Anything else?
Nope, that's it. I'm good.
Bye,
We're gonna
Kandros.
go track this
Give me
down and
calls.
figure out what this douchebag
You
is
and me both,
doing.
Pathfinder.
A reminder to all personnel, overtime hours remain in effect.
I'm sorry, Amanda.
Just trying to boost our morale.
Huh, this file won't play. Sam, can you boost the quality?
Processing. Playback initiated.
Wait, is he handing something over to one of the mutineers?
Take this. It'll help you armory. Don't.
I am sorry, Pathfinder. This backup file is corrupted. The audio tracks are heavily degraded. Someone may have deleted the original, and this version was restored during a system-wide reset.
Well, that's suspicious.
Sounds like a cover-up to me.
I concur. While I cannot restore any more audio, the location appears to be Kadara.
How do you figure?
In common parlance, lip reading. I do not recognize the location from any current data. It appears mountainous and populated. We will need to find the planet before I can confirm. I will contact you via my node.
Let's go confront him.
Pathfinder, maybe you can clear this up.
Maybe.
How can I help?
My friend Jory was on Eos the first go-round, barely survived. Now they want him to go back.
They're saying the conditions are improved, that it's safe now, is it?
It is.
You can believe the reports. Eos is becoming a livable and sustainable space. Going back to reclaim it will help heal your scars.
See, Jory? It's going to be okay.
Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll do that.
Well, thank you, sir.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone.
I do need to go to this one. Because then we can go sit there and talk to Sam.
Repairs on the Nexus Hull.
We're going to do a little bit of talking, and then that'll be it for the night.
Next of kin in the Milky Way is notified. This is HNS.
Ryder, one of your father's memories is available.
Play the memory.
Let's see it.
This memory is from when your parents returned to Earth, after your mother was diagnosed with her disease.
It's simple. We take Sam.
Who?
I named the AI, Simulated Adaptive Matrix. Sam. We use your research and interface Sam with an implant.
My work on biotic implants was yielding results, but this... I don't know.
What did the doctor say?
Alec,
What did he say?
it's getting worse.
There's your answer. This will work. Sam can fix you.
Alec, I'm not some war you have to win. You're not an N7 anymore.
That doesn't mean we...
They kicked you out of the Alliance for this.
We're talking about your life.
Alec, did you ever consider that maybe it's my time to go? I'm human. We die. It happens.
Ellen, please. Losing you is not an option. The kids aren't gonna lose their mother. God knows they never had a father.
Then give them one.
They just asked for a refund.
So can this Sam talk yet?
Hello, Ellen. Why did the tree go to the dentist? To get a root canal.
Humor algorithms. I can't seem to get the hang of it.
Or maybe it's the guy teaching them?
Wow, that was a terrible one.
That felt so real.
Yeah, shut up.
Mom was right
Shush.
there, alive.
It was the first time I met Ellen. My education on human mortality began that day. Your mother seemed prepared to die.
But Dad wasn't ready. Mom was just trying to prepare him.
Even though all human beings one day expire.
Yeah, but when it's someone you love, it's not that cut and dry.
I'm beginning to understand where your father's resolve came from. Private audio logs are now available in your father's quarters. I detect additional memories, but they are currently logged. They may yet hold answers.
Okay, I'll keep working on it. That's all for now.
Of course.